What's up, guys? I'm back with another deck profile. I think I've played enough games now. I've been to enough tourneys that I can give an assessment on how the deck runs now. So again, I'm gonna be playing True King Dinos, no more Yang Sings, because obviously the Banlist. And after the deck list, I guess I'll give my thoughts on how it's being played, how it functions, and how it fares against the current meta. So, like always, start out with 3 Oviraptors, obviously. If this was banned or limited, then the deck would most likely be dead. Since it's not, the deck still lives on. 1 Miscellaneousaurus, that goes without saying. For the baby lineups, I run 3 babies, 1 petite. Still play diagrams, so these are still good. 1 Aeolo. I don't run 2 anymore because this deck is not synchro summoning as often, and I'm not as reliant on drawing Aeolo, and I guess I'll get into that a little bit later. 1 Giant Rex, it's always good. It lets me XC a lot. It lets me recycle it. That goes without saying. 1 Dogoron. Again, this deck, not the only deck, but the biggest struggle this deck has against is True Draco, and this is one way to get over it. Ultimate Conductors, I run 2 now. I put this back up to 2 since we lost Lithosagem and Denglong, so we need more win conditions to back it up, and obviously Conductor's a win condition. Moving on to the True King engines, 3 not Lithosagems. Oh my god, how long has it been? 3 Agnimizads. Because Lithosagem's banned, you need a replacement. This is the next best thing. I run 1 of the Water True King Bahrastos, so that's it for my True King engine. For my hand traps, 2 Ghost Ogres, 1 Ash Blossom. I don't run the Maxi anymore since the meta is not. It doesn't really. Like, the only reason you'll need Maxi really is if you want to stop their play, but I'd rather have another card that lets me go ahead, like when I'm going first. And rogue decks, I guess. So I just feel like the current meta, like, you're either playing True Draco, Invoked, or Pendulum Magicians, and I don't really have that much problem with Pendulum Magicians. It's more like a skill matchup. And finally, round up the monsters, the tech of the build. 3 Gofus. I needed a way to be able to have not the same board as before the ban list, but a board that works or is as powerful as the deck was before the ban list. So this lets you do that. Moving on to the spells. Hold up. Move the camera. Okay, this is... Never mind. Yeah, moving on to spells. People aren't going to like this, but 3 diagram. I finally got my diagram since it didn't get banned. And because I need to up the consistency so that I can get the board I want, you need to run 3. Like, if you're not running 3, or at least 2, then I feel like you're missing out on how strong the deck can be. Because I don't think the Dino Rabbit engine is gonna be as fast as people expect it to be. Because everyone's running Ashes now. I run 1 Lost World and 1 Oracle of Zefra, and you'll know why. Because I run 3 set rotations, 3 terraformings. So essentially you run 9 copies of diagram. I feel like with this build, I'm never bricking, and I'm always drawing at least a diagram and at least a baby, because you have different ways of searching baby, from Oviraptor, which you run at 3, Fossil Dig, which is at 3, and the babies that I run. So I run 3 babies and 1 petite. So that's essentially you have 10 targets in your deck to get that combo, and you have 9 diagrams essentially with this. And because the meta is turning out to be one where field cards are essentially going to be essential to your deck, having this basically takes away any chance of them using other field spells. So that's why I run it. Moving on, it's a lot of cards. Obviously, I am messing up today. 3 Fossil Dig, the searcher of the card. It's good. For board wipes and rogue decks, 2 Cyclones, 1 Twin Twisters. These are cheap now, so go get yourself a pair. Diagrams they're not cheap. They're still like $25, but I feel like it's more accessible to a lot more people. And finally, 1 Double Evolution Pill. I feel like I said, you need more win conditions to back up the Danglongs and the Lithosagems. So this is like, sometimes you need to rush it out, and top decking this is, especially in the mid game or late game, can win you a game. And that makes it for my deck. I think it's a 41 card deck. I broke my rule. It's not 40, but whatever. Moving on to the extra deck, it's a lot different now than it used to be. You'll see some familiar ones, but I run Link monsters now. So 1 Link Spider, 1 Proxy Dragon, 1 Decode Talker. Since you have Gofus in your deck, you need to have Link monsters to use them effectively. And I like this ratio. I might do a combo video on why I have 1 Link Spider, but for now I'll let you guys imagine why you run it. For level 5 synchros, 1 Chanbara. It's still a good card. It's probably the best level 5. Next to this, Samsara. So this is like the budget Danglong essentially, because it's a good rank 5 when you brick. Because usually when you summon Danglong and Conductor Tyranno, you brick, and this is like the next best thing because you summon this and Conductor, and it lets you have a bounce back play. Next, I run 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon. You'd be amazed how much you summon this, and the fact that I have 3 diagrams now, it's like I searched through my deck really fast with this, and it's really good. So, like I said, with the new pack that's coming out with Metaverse and Gestrudo and Spirals becoming tier 1, it's gonna be a lot better. So, just getting ready for it. 1 Trish. This is like the best synchro you go into most of the time. And to round off the synchros, 1 Cloudcastle. This is like more for mid game, so after you synchro summon for your Trish and VFD or Enter Blathnir, this is a good follow up. Moving on to XCs, I run 1 Cairngorgon. I don't know how you pronounce it, whatever. I literally got this a few days ago. I never summoned it. It's more like it's good in theory, but haven't really seen a purpose for it yet. Mainly for true Dracos and anything that targets pendulums. 1 Tornado Dragon. It's a good generic rank 4. For other generic rank 4s, Castel, really good. These two, honestly, they're really good. I don't think you can't not run these. Moving on to the Dino X specific XZs. 1 Dolkka, 1 Laggia. No reason to have more. Think this ratio is fine. Don't know why people want more each or either. And finally, the rank 9s, 1 Terblathnir, and 1 True King of all Calamities. And that rounds off my extra deck. Side deck, like I said, side decks are always different depending on what locals you go to and what's meta at the time. So to round it off, 2 DD Crows. I always run this. Invoked, I hate how consistent it is, and DD Crow basically eliminates that consistency. I run 2 more Kaijus, 1 Radiant, an extra Dogron. Since I run 1 in the main deck, I've thought having another one on the side is pretty good, and having this, I'd rather run the Stringy Kaiju, but I don't have it, so whatever. This is the next weakest Kaiju I have, because someone's using my or not mine, but I don't have the Stringy Kaiju or the Gamma Seals. And obviously 1 Slumber, it's whatever, board wipe. More board wipes, Regeki, Dark Hole. I might take these out. They're not as not good, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. They're good, but sometimes I feel like I should have different things. 2 Twin Twisters in case I need more, since Paleos and basically frogs are running rampant in my locals. I feel this is alright, and another Cosmic Cyclone since I'm around 2 System Downs. I don't know how I feel about 3 because I haven't played against ABCs in my locals, even though there are ABC players, but like I said, in theory these are good. And finally, to round off my extra deck, 3 Royal Decrees. I hate playing against trap heavy decks, especially Chainburn. I haven't played against Chainburn, but You never know when you're gonna need these. So, you know, that runs off my extra deck, or excuse me, side deck. I guess my thoughts on the meta right now. Pendulum's obviously the tier 1 right now. They're most likely the best deck, I feel, because they're the most consistent and they have a lot of follow-up play. But after that, it's True Draco, Turbo. I don't think True Draco Invoked is doing as well because you're not focused on the True Draco engine, and I feel like Masterpiece is just better than any of the Invoked cards that you can summon, so that's just my opinion. Most of the time, honestly, when I go first, because of the build I run now, I'm always drawing diagrams, always drawing babies, etc, etc. So I'm usually always ending up with Trish and VFD, or Trish Enter Blathnir, and if I draw with Gofu, then I can go crazy combos, which I'll probably do a combo video later. But yeah, I might do for the combo video. I might do like a tech thing, because I was thinking of running Boa Baboons because I really wanted to run them, but I don't know how I feel about it. And with the Strudo coming out, maybe there could be some things with that. But yeah, the deck, I won local. I should have probably done that in the beginning, but yeah, I just won my locals. Just coming back, and I making a video of it. That's why I was like, okay, my deck can, you know, compete with the best. I guess not the best, but it's my locals. But you know, it can compete, which is good enough for me. So yeah, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.